Yo, it's KingsDecree, and this is the start of my 100 game challenge. As I mentioned in my previous ramble time. Basically, I want to avoid doing kind of generic gameplay commentaries, but at the same time, I need to be able to put out some content. And I explained this further in depth in the other video. Yikes, this is all pretty bad. Okay, at least it's saved a little bit. But yeah, basically this is a relatively, I think, unique series. I follow quite a lot of content creators on YouTube. I haven't really seen much of this, but basically the idea is I'm gonna take one deck, neck deck this actually. It's called Gwoon's Henselt deck. And I'm going to play 100 games with it non-stop, or not non-stop, but but only this deck for 100 games over the course of something like, I don't know, a week or 3/4 of a week or so, and then update you as I go along. Probably better play the Siege Tower while I still have Dandelion there. Yeah, that's pretty good. The idea of the series is basically to, as I said before, have content that I upload on relatively frequent basis, while at the same time having a goal. I want to have a goal when I make this, when I make these kind of games. I'm gonna have to just fight this round out. I can't really stop, which is kind of unfortunate, but at least it's not too far ahead. Oh, he needs to play the third, whatever it's called, crone. Yeah. Okay. Dang, that's a little bit unfortunate that it didn't hit the right target. I'm just gonna 11. 11 is so easy to close from his perspective, so I'm just gonna keep going for now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna make something like 3 videos. Probably this first video, just to introduce it. This deck is obviously Golden Henselt, with a little bit of changes. I'm forcing myself to use Reaver Hunter because that's what the deck said to use. It has Bloody Baron, which is a little bit unusual. I feel like Bloody Baron is nigh unplayable because of how easy the Leverkin is to remove, and you can't bring it back to gold with Shani or something like that. So you have to have some careful placement with that Baron to make sure you can gold. Well, I mean, first not have the Leverkin die immediately, and then gold it pretty soon after. And also, it's probably not a good idea to have all 3 of these units at the same at the same strength level. That could have been bad. I'll probably do the next video around 50, somewhere between 40 and 60, or whenever convenient. Just kind of give some, intermediary in the middle thoughts about what's going on, and then a last one at 100. I'm thinking about either having just the one video at 100 that encapsulates all my thoughts and analysis and deck changes, or to have one that's like, yeah, this is what it is, this is what I'm probably gonna do, and then take a couple days to kind of sort through all the stats and everything, which I will be keeping and I will have available to show at the very end. So I'm going to be actually recording all the games so I can go back into it, but only I have a commentary on a couple of them. So I might actually want to fight this. He does have 2 cards over me though. Damn, what do people usually do in this situation? I'm 2 cards down. I think I have to pass, right? I think I have to pass. Damn, this makes his combo a little bit stronger, but I need the cards to keep up. But I mean, he gets cards too. Whose combo is stronger? Is it his or is it mine? Also, it's pretty crazy how much the MMR is ballooning right now. Like 2 weeks ago, I was around 2,700 MMR, and I was sitting around 11k rank. And now that I just like haven't been playing at all, I've played like 2 ranked games in the past month, I think, and I've fallen that much. No. No, I have no way to deal with that. I have no way to deal with that. Oh my god. I'm gonna get annihilated. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I lose. He's just gonna buff all of his units. Well, I'm gonna give up this game. So that's a loss. That's really unfortunate to get my dandelion handed back to me like that, but I'll go ahead and play another game because that was a little bit unfortunate. I think if it was against like any other class, I would have tried to fight that, but Gaels is obviously trying to spam the board with as many units as possible, and I'm just never going to be able to beat that. Man, I hate that card that steals from your grave. I hate cards in general that steal from your graveyard. It seems pretty OP to me, but or a mechanic that shouldn't exist, but that's that's for another time. So far, just give that initial impression on game 2, the 100-game challenge. I know this is a pretty strong deck, but it could use some tweaks. Like right off the bat, I don't understand why there's a Codwini, the K Sergeant. Is that to hit opposing units, or is that to hit my own units so I can gold them again or something? I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Maybe it's to try to bring back the Baron and a Leprechaun. But that seems like a pretty specific combo to include a card like the K Sergeant in. Oh man. I think I should be fine though. I've got a Dandelion here. You should be able to counteract most of the damage coming in.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
Or should I Bloody Baron first? You know what? If I wonder if Dandelion affects the Leprechaun. It says played. And this says spawn, so I guess not. That's kind of unfortunate. So maybe I should save the Bloody Baron for a later turn. Or I should try and take this round by storm. And then hope for the best on a later turn. Both those options don't seem all that great. Also, Decoy is a bit of a strange include on this deck. It did get it was up for like 17 hours and it had like 700 views and 15 upvotes. So I will take it. I'll take that for what it means, for what it is. Man, it really hurts to not have any way to deal with these cards. That was the great thing about the old Radovid. You could just smite down a unit. It was so nice. I miss old Radovid. I think I just have to fight this, which really sucks. And he's probably gonna have some way to remove my unit. That's why I like Siege so much, because you could have all the perks of like the trebuchets, the reinforced trebuchets, but at the same time have removal like ballista. And also in that deck, I would have like a Manticore Venom, which was so nice. It almost always got 12 strength value. I hope I don't become like super cynical about this deck over the course of this 100 games. That'd be really unfortunate. Basically, like the whole thing is like, why not just play 100 games in general and then report back? The thing is, I'm forcing myself to adhere to this very specific deck. And then, because I think that's better of a learning experience. Like I'm coming into this hating Reaver Hunter, right? And not being especially fond of the K Sergeant in this meta. So I'm going to be forcing myself to only play this deck, only play those cards, and try and become a better player because I'm putting myself in these uncomfortable situations, I guess. I'm trying to expand my... Do I go all in and put the sergeant in here? Or expert, rather. Siege expert. That's a lot to commit. I don't have any other melee units except for the medic, so I think I might actually just promote. You know what? I'll do one siege tower and then I'll promote, or not promote, but leader and promote, whatever. But yeah, this whole thing is supposed to be not necessarily something about entertainment, or it's not even that interesting of a thing, but it's a learning experience, I think. While this episode and maybe the next episode might not all be very interesting in that. Wait, didn't I play it? Yeah, I did. What? What? Just disconnected with me. It says I won it, but I didn't actually win any rounds. But anyways, take a quick peek at the deck. I also have the link to the deck that I'm using. Medics, Sergeant, as we've seen. Roach, because Roach is amazing. And a Golden Henselt deck. Dandelion, because there's lots of buffing, gets these cards out of critical range, like with Manicore Venom or Swipe and then something else. Agni, of course, is probably the single best card in the meta right now. Shani, Nenike are staples of Golden Henselt. If you've been following my videos, or not necessarily Golden Henselt, but Northern Realms, these are probably pretty much always include in a Northern Realms deck. Queen of Beggars, Priscilla, another great combo. The bronze units, which are pretty par for the course. Like I said, I don't like Reaver Hunter, but I'm going to play it because other people say it's good, and I need to learn why that is. The Bloody Baron, a bit of a strange include. I'm gonna roll with it, but I feel like I haven't seen that many D-bombs or even that many Geralt Ignis where I'm placed at right now, but I do so dislike buffing up a couple of units really, really high. Because then the crash is just that much harder. That's why I kind of like going for control a little bit more. And then Yennefer, which is it's a very strange card. Allows you to swing the board pretty hard, but the actual amount of which is it requires some some thinking ahead to make sure you're not putting yourself in an adverse situation. Decoy, another little bit of a strange pick. I'm assuming that's to pick back up Dandelion. Oh, you know what it is? That's probably why the Sergeant's in there. So you can Sergeant like the Baron or Yennefer. Oh, and then Decoy. Okay. I can see that. That's interesting. A little bit risky. Outside of the gold units, the silver units are always a pretty good hit. But the bronze units are very distinctly not. Like you have Medic, maybe Reaver Hunter to Decoy, and that's not really that good of a play. First Light and then Promote, of course, because those are relatively key cards in this deck. So that's Gwoon Henselt. And this is the first 2 games of the 100-game challenge. I guess wish me luck. Let's hope we have above a 50% win percentage at the end of all this. And thank you for watching.